She's not best pleased with us. Or Sayori, for that matter. R.I.P. Ba-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba. Wait, I might not be singing in sync with the recording, so... Oh, here we are. Do I do low... No, I'll just... Mmm, delicious. What? What do you mean? Oh, I got a trophy. I didn't understand. What? You can't... What? What did I do? I am really confused with what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to click new game and it won't let me do that. Monica? What's Monica doing? Or am I already on it there? Oh! Hi guys! Hi! I mean, hi folks! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally... No, Monica broke it. Oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Sorry, I'm blind and I'm reading all the way over here. Hi now! Hi life! Hi... Yes, hi me and your cat parent. Is that what I do for my cat? The girl is my neighbour, and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works, because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. God, when you read this, like, it's just like, no wonder what happens to her because it's so horrible. Anyway, however, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. That's nice. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, don't, you sound like me, mate. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You sexist pig. Anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly— Don't hit Nana, Julia! Julia! Stop. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Oh, what mood. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Mary? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here! Shock horror. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Yeah, I would totally be a girl in the anime club. I mean, I've only watched one, and that's Nana, but still. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk. Oh, no, we do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Yeah. Prob. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Could somebody please tell me what construction paper is? Is that a weird, like, translation from Japanese to English? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I mean, that's literally what's happened in the literature club, but fine. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Oh, a literature club that made me jump so much. Oh, it's like harder, thicker paper that you can build stuff with. She just wants to make a cut-out boyfriend. Or girlfriend. Sorry. Not me, just wanting to see representation everywhere. Anyway, thank you, folks. Literature? Question mark? It's so funny because I would like kill to join a literature club IRL. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. I don't think it does sound boring. Sign me the feck up. We did kind of meet in one, Laura. Legit. I was actually thinking that, as I said about, oh, I'd love to join a literature club. I guess on some level, that's kind of what the creative writing classes were, because they weren't really classes, because it's not like they were like, you know, they were just leisure. Anyway, sorry, well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is... Sorry, hold on. Oh. Okay. She always insists that manga is literature. Manga is literature, bitch. Don't be snobby. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. No, don't guess. No, manga is literature. Shut the hell up. I will fight you, Monica, for that. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Oh, this guy is such a perv. Hey, Mary. I really want to change my name because it's just so weird on a male MC, but whatever. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Can I just say, why do we have to join a club? Is that like a mandatory thing in Japan? Anyway, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Mary, you know that. It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, okay. Sorry. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica, and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly Dejectedly? Oh, okay. Is he really that miserable about a literature club? God. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Hi, Bree. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Ah! I forgot there's jump scares in this. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, Natsuki is so relatable. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Mary. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute I mean, that's so me. I would so join a club if there were just, like, nice-looking women. I mean, that's what happened to me. Like, Oh. I shouldn't say this on a stream. For anybody who wants to know that story, I'll tell you privately. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Have I not told you this, Laura? About... Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna message you. Bum ba ba bum bum ba dum ba da da dum. Okay, and it's why. And I don't mind you telling Zero. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have had a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Mary in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Mary? The girls have a few desks arranged for... Yeah, it is classic me, isn't it? Would snuggle Yuri's bobbies. Yeah. They are big. Like, let's not lie. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet, where she finds Mary, who jumps out and says, "Surprise! I'm a lesbian." Sorry. Listen, everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. That's the law. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we could all really grow this club before we graduate. Sorry, I was thinking about... Hello! Are you German? Hang on. Wait. Yeah. Sorry, I just got excited because I can speak a little bit and I could practice. I just saw Catser and got excited. Wild cat. Anyway, sorry, I got really excited. And I was trying to think then how to say "Are you German?" in German, but then got panicked that I would get it wrong, so then froze. Anyway, that's why I took so long to reply. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. I'm sorry, I'm blind. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh, every time she says that, I want a hot cup of chamomile tea and a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Mary, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She is so sweet. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of you, or your own lack of imagination, to completely throw you for a loop? Oh dear, it's so, like, intense. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Same. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. She's so condescending. God, I love Monica so much. I'm sorry. Yeah, that fourth wall is at risk of being broken. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, it gives me the shivers. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Bitch, hey, you give that back. Sorry. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. What the hell? I hate the male MC. He's such an arsehole. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Ooh, again, slight foreshadowing really when you think about how this ends. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? At Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have new members, sorry, Little Britain, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Mary? Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. This club, sorry. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Hmm. Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Mary. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Shouldn't have erased your fourth wall there. Yeah, exactly. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Mary? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Mary, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Oh, here we go. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mary, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Oh. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Here we go. Bum bum ch. Yeah! Yeah! Wait. Yeah, exactly. Hang on. What's highlighted? Because I want to read it. I would have thought that... Is yes highlighted now? Because I would have thought it's the darker one, but like it wasn't earlier. I want to read the special poem right now. I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. Okay. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. This sounds like the type of dreams that I have. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. That's very, very ominous. And also, I literally have had exactly things like that happening, and it's really dodgy. I'm just going to clean my glasses because I am such a nerd and I can't see anything. Also, sorry, this is like TMI, but it's not TMI really. But like, I've got these like skin tags on my neck, and I've gotten into this really bad habit over the last few days of like twisting them and trying to pull them off, and it's really, really bad. And then I googled earlier whether that's bad for you, and it's really bad for you. You can literally get cancer and get sepsis and burst like blood vessels and stuff. So now I'm just like panicking, and I probably should go to the doctor and just be like, look, can you just like whip them all off because I want them gone because they're gross. The end. Sorry, I don't know why I just told you all that. It's just they're really bugging me, and I feel like I should probably stop picking them, like, now. Maybe I should put some, like... don't know. Maybe I should wipe them with like alcohol wipes to cleanse them. I should buy some TCP. Is TCP vegan? Well, I suppose it's like medical, so. Sorry, everyone. I'm just like, my glasses are actual filth encrusted. I don't know how I could see James and Mary earlier. Oh yeah, Laura. Niall finished Silent Hill earlier. I watched it all unfold. He did amazing. And he got the in water ending, which I was very surprised about for his first ending. You know what? I think I got the rebirth ending on my first ever playthrough. And then I tried to get the leaving one. Oh God, hang on. What's a little sepsis between friends? Put plasters over them till you can get to a That's a really smart idea. Laura, stop being a slut. Oh good, they've done a great job with the remake. I got In Water as my first... Am I the only one who didn't get that as my first ending? I mean, not like the remake. Like, when I played... Hang on. Sorry, everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rub these, like the ones that I've picked out, like, because they're red raw. I'm going to just rub them with, like, ouch! Hand sanitizer. Ow! Because it's, you know, alcohol-y. And then I'm going to put plasters on them so that I stop picking them. Oh, that was really painful. Oh! When I replayed the old one a few years back, I got the Maria ending. No, you did never. Oh, no, Niall was never going to get the Maria ending. He loathed her, and, like, every single opportunity, he would just leave her on her own and, like, not help her. And honestly, I do think it made a really big difference, like, because he made her, like, he didn't unlock the front door for her when they went to the hotel thing. I mean, the motel. I mean, the hostel. The thingy! And she had to climb in through the window, and I just was like, lol, that's going to really impact things. And it did, I think. Oh, but Maria is so slutty hot. Yeah, she is kind of slutty hot. But the thing is, she's just Mary. I know Mary, like, got ill, and I know she's, like, a plain Jane, but I think Mary's still really pretty. I don't know. You know, they're all smashable, aren't they, really? Sorry, that's a horrible thing to say. I hated Maria. I got her to climb through the broken window, lol. Oh no, you were so unbothered about whether she just, like, cut herself to smithereens. To be fair, you hated Angela as well. Angela, but I felt so bad for her. Yeah, the Maria ending is really iconic. It's the cough at the end. It's like, oof. Oof. Sorry, everyone. Bum 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 ba ba dum. But I do. My favorite ending though is the what's it called? The leave ending. You know, where you go off and you kind of go off with Laura. Pardon me. Yeah, history repeating. Exactly. Right. Sorry, everyone. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Shall I actually try and target one of these girls? Let's do climax. I'm that kind of way inclined, lol. Nod, nod, wink, wink. Okay, if we're doing Yuri, then I need to think about what Yuri likes. Broken. Disarray. Tragedy. Misery. Unending. Cloud. Oh, bitch! Sorry. Not anime. Not beauty. No. Maybe beauty. I'm just thinking about Yuri. Desire? Yeah. Crimson. Yeah. I still laugh that we bonded over a game where we both had characters with our names in it. I know! I know. To be fair, I'd pick Angela over Mary/Maria. I didn't know Angela was only 19. Got a bit of a shock about that when I looked that up, like earlier, yesterday. Oh my god, Laura, though, you were so right. Abstract Daddy was actually such a heartbreaking and horrific thing. Like, he was a bitch boss as well. Niall, who did you find the hardest boss to fight? I forgot about all the mini bosses as well, like the double pyramid heads and the Niall, that's something I didn't tell you. I don't know whether you caught onto this quote-unquote like symbolism, but like Pyramid Head is James, like basically. Anyway. I would have picked her when I was a youth. Yeah, fair. We should all play Snog, Marry, Avoid. Silent Hill. Abstract Daddy was a bit annoying, TBH. Abstract Daddy was a bitch. And he took all your ammo. Abstract Daddy is the reason I'll probably never get the remake. Too nausea. Yeah, it was horrific. And it absolutely broke me. Like, actually, no, I didn't even tell you. I nearly cried earlier when Angela was talking on the stairs. I was like, oh no, that's hitting a bit of a point for me. It hit a bit close to home. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting excited. Sensation. Pleasure. Oh, wait, incapable, hopeless. I should probably, I'm gonna try and get Yuri now, and then I'll do Natsuki next time. Hopeless. Misfortune. Scars. Empty. Suicide. Frightening. Judgment. Explode. Cage. Oh my god, everybody fancies Pyramid Head. Sorry, no judgment. Like, we listen, we don't judge, but yeah. I'm not kink shaming, I'm just kink asking why. I did like his sparkly gown though. Ah! Guys! Don't like this. Yeah, Eddie was a dick. Hi again, Mary. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for... I didn't like that. Keeping your promise, Mary. Much like Pyramid Head porn I used to see on Tumblr. Does anybody else remember when I wrote that fan fiction that I called the Silent Hill Diaries, and it was like Mary's like diary of like when she stays there, and it kind of gets more ominous towards the end where it's just like, oh, I feel like a bit weird and like coffee and rushy and stuff. I was like, lol. I reread it earlier and it's hilarious. I'm such a nerd. It's disgusting what a nerd Oh, do you want to go outside, Julia? Hang on. Hold on, my cat is asking to go outside. I am so happy that my cat is spayed. There is the most annoying cat who is like an unneutered male, and he like cries outside like the cul-de-sac that I live in every single day because my neighbour has an unneutered female, and he just wants her so badly, and it's the most annoying sound, and I feel really bad for both cats, really. Ooh, this music's taking a turn. Hang on. Do you want to go out? Go on then. Don't go mating with the ginger cat, though. Go on. Are you going? Julia, are you going outside or no? Don't Brexit on me. Make a decision, in or out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that my cats know what that means. Bye, baby, I love you. So hilarious. When I start counting down, they usually just skedaddle. Say no, I'm gonna shut the door. Sorry, I've just seen what Laura said. Okay, sorry, right. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into... Niall, I wanted to say diving headfirst into... Oh, I'm surprised that ginger cats can even mate with their no brain cells. Funnily enough, I think that... So, before I rescued Julia, she'd had a litter before, and then by the time I rescued her, she was spayed. Oh, Daphne! Hi! Merry Christmas. Oh, Daphne, I'm so happy to see you! It's been so long! Me and Niall have been, like, talking about you. You were with us for Stray, you were with us for... Were you not with us for some of Detroit Become Human as well? You've been with me for some of Sims, you've definitely been with me for 2 Point Hospital. I miss you. I think it's gradually getting wonkier very slowly. Daphne! I'm sorry, I'm really excited. Anyway, sorry, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah! Fucking hell. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Okay. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Mary. We'll... Yeah, it's definitely getting wonkier. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that. If you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Oh yeah, happy holidays, Daphne. Did you have a nice Christmas? Did all of you have a nice Christmas? Laura, Zero, did you have nice Christmases? I hope Santa brought you all the things you ever wanted. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. That really makes me think of I gently open the door. Oh, Santa did pay for your tattoo. Laura got me some good unhinged stuff though. Girlfriend bought me a Switch. Oh, is this still the same girlfriend? Because I know you, like, started seeing somebody, like, just... Did you not start seeing somebody, like, just as I finished Stray? But that's amazing. That's an amazing present. Santa gave me £50, which I then paid for with... I then bought myself a PlayStation gift card, and then I just bought loads of Sims packs while they were on offer because I'm that way inclined. Oh, amazing. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, my baby girl. Hi, my baby girl. Are you my baby? You're my baby. You're my sweet little baby. Oh my god, I do. I sound like a dominant, like, top. I'm the most undominant top there's ever been. I mean, I'm not a top. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this on a stream. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but dom those cats. I know, I literally sound like I'm like domming a batch of women with a praise kink. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Just come out the closet, Natsuki. It's time. I really ship Natsuki and Yuri, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Oh, I had 2 of my nibblings over at Christmas. My niece is overly friendly and my nephew likes his face. They created a perpetual crying machine. Oh, that sounds like hell on earth. I'm very sorry that that happened. And I'm sorry for your niece and nephew because that sounds distressing for them. She wanted to cuddle him, he wanted... Oh dear. How old are they both now? I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh god, they're both on 2. Um, ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Yeah, this song gives me PTSD too. I'm glad to hear. Oh, yeah. This whole soundtrack is so sickening. Sorry, she was grabby hands, charging at him for hugs, and he was screaming... Oh god. Toddling away. Then she'd cry. He left. Tiny, small kid problems. Oh dear. Yeah, Beatrice had a few meltdowns yesterday. That's my cousin's 7-year-old. She was alright, but, so her dad, Beatrice's dad, who is my cousin's husband, he has, like, intense, like, ADHD, and he is not medicated, and he just gets a bit overzealous sometimes, and, he kind of bit Beatrice really hard when they were playing, and Beatrice cried her, like, little heart out, and it was very sad. I really don't think it hurt that much, but she did spend the next hour saying she hated him, and that he wasn't a good dad, and that he didn't deserve to be her dad, and that she didn't love him anymore, and that she just wanted me and my auntie Frank and her mum, my cousin, and that was it really. So yeah, kids are stressful. Toddler bites are no joke. Yeah, I bet. Sorry, I need to stop. Okay, right, sorry. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It sounds very Russian. There's an ominous looking... Is that a real book? I feel like I should Google that. Someone Google it for me. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Sounds really good. Is this the same thing? And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. That sounds like a really good book, to be fair. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mary? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Oh, it was called Portrait of Markov. I don't know if you... I've just had a comment on YouTube. Is it on this video? I don't understand though, because I'm live, so how is this happening? Oh, Laura, you've just sent me a picture of the... They are so cute though. Oh my god, look how cute they are. They're adorable. I love the red. Sorry. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Foreshadowing, foreshadowing. When horrible things happen just because someone wants to be evil. Ah! But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, My whole body gets incredibly... What did it say? No, hang on. Can someone... Is there a way... I'll have to look on the stream. My whole body gets incredibly what? Oh, it's actually not a real book. Sorry all. That's a shame. Sounds really good though. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Sabrina, I'm watching you really carefully. Don't hit Nana. Don't whack Nana. Don't whack Nana. If you whack Nana, I will get involved. Okay. Horny, probably knowing it. Yeah. It's a literary... Yeah, exactly. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ah! Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what do you say? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I am so blind. I thought that said tasting you, and also I go on character AI too much. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of... Oh. Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. That's very AI. Do you mean between the two of us? Oh, between the two of the desks. Sorry. I did that before. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips it to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Oh, what just happened? Oh, nothing happened. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things that she says and all that. I've just realised that the picture's different. Yuri looks a bit manic now. She never looked manic. Anyway. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, you feeling alright? Oh, sometimes I try to read fan fiction alongside Alex, but he reads like he's scared the writing will vanish if he slows down for even a second. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyways, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Mary? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What? Monica? No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so Oh, I've just realised where Yuri's gone. Ooh. Hi, Chrissy! Oh, you're so little! You're such a tiny little baby, aren't you? Such a baby. Who's a tiny baby? You are so little. Oh, Chrissy, you're in the way, and I don't think Monica will appreciate that. I now can't see. Baby! Chrissy! Chrissy, baby, I literally can't see the screen now. Chrissy? Oh, please. Chrissy, you're little and I love you, but you're not small enough that I can see the screen. Hold on. Chrissy is my smallest cat. She weighs 2.9 kilograms. No, 2.8. Hello, baby doll. Hello, my baby girl. Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Oh, I just did a huge fart. I'm so sorry. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to? I'm gonna go with Monica because I'm scared not to. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Can't wait to read Monica's poem. Hi, Mary. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Hi, Chris. Hi. I'm just baby girl. You're just a little girl. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mary, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Mary. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Oh my god. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. Hang on. Sorry. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, I can't wait. Has this changed at all, or is it the same one? Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Oh, is it a bad thing that I abandoned HPD DLC for another game? No, not at all. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Sorry, I have to keep literally looking behind Chrissy to be able to read this. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, yeah, to make the club better, please stop deleting us. Oh god, she's gonna hate this. Ah! I was just gonna say it reminded me of Nano. I literally nearly, I was standing up and I nearly dropped the controller. That scared me shitless. I remember it all happening in the walkthrough though. Like, I don't know why this is making me jump. It's just different when you're playing. Anyway, Mary, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh, I love this one. Is it just the same one? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Hi, Chrissy. Could you please move, please? I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Hi, sweetheart. Chrissy, you're really, really in my way. Please don't lick my hands, because I've got hand sanitizer on. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. Hi, sweetie. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Right, let's go read Yuri's. At least it's not the raccoon one again. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, and then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh yeah, this is definitely these are all the same ones. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Oh, hey! Wait, I bathe? Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Hey? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I accidentally shot Monica with my shotgun. I'm sorry. Oh! Oh dear. I love Monica. I know I'm not meant to, but I just do. I don't know. I feel bad for her. Anyway, I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mary. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seem to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Mary. Me too. I'm scared of Yuri now. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh! Oh, the music! No! Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Mary did too, so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mary liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh yeah! You're right, Niall. That's terrifying. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mary appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mary started. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities. Ah! I'm scared! I'm too scared to do this! Ah! Ah! I'm scared because I'm not sat down. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look, who's talking? You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves. I'm so scared I'm shaking. After they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Never. Never. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? I can't believe she went there. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Mary hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Mary? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh! I'm gonna side with Yuri because Natsuki scared me. I don't know. Maybe I should go with Natsuki then. Oh! I'm scared! I'm just going with Yuri every time now. Oh, hi Monica. You okay, babes? Hello. Oh, Monica's calmed everything down. Hasn't she, Chrissy? Monica? Hey Mary. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, and it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I've no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Mary, please don't hate me, please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget it all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. Daphne, so have you never played it to this point? Because, I won't spoil the big twist. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Mary. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. And on that note, I'm gonna save. Because my... Oh, okay. Because my throat is killing, and I've been playing for an hour 12 minutes. But I love you all. That was good fun. Until next time, folks. Mwah. Love you all.